Good morning, students. Let's do figure of speech, or we can say literary devices. First of all, what is literary device? Literary devices are used in literature to make writing more vivid, interesting, and powerful. They can be used in everyday speech to convey the meaning more quickly and effectively. First of all, we can take first figure of speech, that is simile. Students, simile is a figure of speech that compares two different things, usually by using the words like or as. It is used to make a direct comparison. For example, students, the eagle was flying like a plane. Here the eagle and plane, these two are different, but here in this sentence the eagle is flying like a plane. Here comparison is there and we have used the word like also, so it's a simile. Second example we can take, we shall set up schools all as sacred as temples. Students, the schools are being compared to temples directly, and this direct comparison between two things is called a simile, means schools are as sacred as temples. Next, metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech that makes an implied or hidden comparison between two things without the use of as and like. It is an imaginative use of a word or a phrase to describe somebody or something as another object in order to show that they have the same qualities. For example, we shall set up schools, all sacred temples for us. Earlier, students, in simile we have written, we shall set up schools as sacred temples. But now in metaphor we have written, we shall set up schools, all sacred temples for us. The comparison between schools and temples is not direct but implied, and this implied comparison is called a metaphor. Next example is, you are an angel. Here also it's a metaphor. Now let's move next figure of speech, that is alliteration. Students, the occurrence of the same sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words, the words that are very near to each other, is called alliteration, and the use of alliteration gives a musical effect to the poem. For example, no time to see, when woods we pass, sound of voice repeated here, baby bought a blue bag, burr sound is repeated, seven sisters slept soundly, sound of sir was repeated. So these all are the examples of alliteration. Next one is personification. Students, it is a literary device by which objects, qualities, animals, birds are represented as human beings, and it gives human traits or characteristics to something that is not human, such as animal, objects or non-living things. For example, nature is dancing, or we can say beauty is dancing. Here beauty, or we can say nature, it's not a human being but doing the action of a human being, so it's personification here. Second example we can take, the moon played hide and seek with the clouds. Yes, students, can the moon really play hide and seek? Surely not. But what does it mean here, students? It means that there are clouds in the sky and moon disappears behind the clouds again and again. So it's a personification. Next, rhyme. What is a rhyme? When students, the last words of lines in a poem have a similar sound, we call it rhyme or rhyming words. Suppose, budgie budgie will you pet? Last word is pet. Summertime is far away yet. Last word is yet. In next line, last word is bed and a pillow of satin for your head. Means last words are pet, yet, bed, head. Pet, yet is rhyming pair and bed, head. So these are rhyming words. Hope you all understand, students. Now just read out your lesson number 2, its poem Birdie Will You Pet, and find out literary devices from the poem.